Hey, what's good, everybody? Hey. I hope that you all find this video helpful. You all know I've been posting about, my health issues. Some of the recent health issues that I've had was caught by surprise, but a lot of them, honestly, I've had for a while. And like I had mentioned in my post about early menopause, and I know that everybody does not have that, but as we get older, we're all going to deal with that. But I do know a lot of our people, especially, are dealing with health issues. So this is going to help anybody. I'm just coming from a different angle, realizing that I have a little bit more challenge than the average person. But I think sometimes mentally we all have challenges when it comes to health, and even with losing weight. So just give me 10 minutes of your time. So I wanted to start out by saying, like, my God, how did I get here? And how do I, or why would you even listen to me? Like, what credibility do I even have to even come to you and say, this is what we need to do? And I'm bootlegging because I ain't got no credentials, right? But I have this body, right? And this is what I live with every day, and just how to manage it. So, but I have, from, gosh, probably high school, I remember having low iron. Okay, that's kind of a common issue. I know a couple of friends, y'all eating on ice, crunching on the ice. Some of y'all get down to the point of eating dirt. That's, look, low iron. And but that's actually an issue. I didn't understand it at the time. You know how you go to the doctor, they tell you to take iron pills. You take them, you go back to the doctor, they say, okay, you good. Then I just stopped taking them. All my life, I pretty much did that because I did not understand what the purpose was. And so this video and the videos following this is really going to be why. I'm a why person. Why? You want to do what? Why? What is it doing to my body? Why do I have to keep doing it? Or do I have to even keep doing it? But even with my iron, it took me, and when you don't resolve an issue, you keep crunching on ice, it's going to escalate into something else over the years. Our bodies are very resilient. These are wonderful machines that God has given us, but after a lot of wear and tear and not going to get maintenance, it will break down on you. But I remember even, so that started in high school, didn't really address it. I could remember in my early 20s, it was getting much worse. I was walking around, and if people know the symptoms of iron, you're walking around tired all the time. I can go to sleep anytime. What you want to sleep? Let's sleep. Morning, noon, night, at the movies. I was to go on dates, sleep at the date, child, whatever. It was like, but I didn't understand. Like, I'm just tired, okay? It had escalated to the point of I used to be so tired, I would fall asleep at the light. I would be driving, I ain't drunk now, just eyes, and I would be at a red light and I would literally fall asleep, cars bumping behind me. It had gotten that bad. It had gotten to the point where I would be driving, okay, and where I live every day, and I would be driving, but I could not familiarize myself with where I was. I was on Fisk Boulevard. Plenty of times this has happened to me, and I'm driving like, I know where this looks familiar, but God, I can't pinpoint this Fisk. I was right by Provost Park, and I was like, and I'm sitting there like, okay, wait a minute, and I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, this is Provost Park, but it started to affect. So low iron, it started to affect even my thinking. So you're like fuzzy thinking, you can't get your thoughts together. I want to say a particular word, but just can't figure out what the word is. All of that has to do with low iron. And I don't know, it's going to be a waking up point for everybody, okay? Everybody has a time for whenever it just gets to them say, okay, I have an issue I got to deal with. But I remember looking up, researching about what low iron was about and why I had low iron. I mean, but when I realized that iron, the hemoglobin, is what transports oxygen to the brain. And that's why I was having all this brain fog. But when I realized that everything in your body has an assignment to do, and when you're not feeding it or maintaining it, then these assignments are broken. It's just like somebody being in the military, and there's assignments for each level or each, I don't know all the different ones, the privates, the commanders, blah, 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 whatever. But can you imagine going to war and not everybody's on their post? When you're relying on people to be on their post to be able to defend a war or protect us from the enemy, you need everybody to be working accordingly. If not, we're gonna die. It's gonna be casualties. So it's the same way about our body. Everything in our body has a function, and until I realized the why, then I was able to really say, okay, this is a problem. Okay, me being tired, my brain not thinking, I can't even formulate a sentence. Really, it was that bad, to the point that's a problem, because oxygen was not being transported to my brain. Can you imagine that? So it really woke me up to like, something's going on. Okay, so fast forward to that. That developed into other issues that I was having. Even trying to figure out why my iron was always low. Was it my menstrual cycle? Blah blah blah. And a lot of the doctors are now, they just performing stuff and prescribing stuff. Hey, I wanted to educate myself on what was happening. I would feel better. I would take the iron pills. I would feel better. But after I got it up, I would stop taking them because I didn't understand that it was a continuous thing that my body needed. Nobody told me. Anyway, so at this time when I mentioned in the post where I said that God didn't heal me, because I was saved at this time, and you're praying and God is a healer, blah blah blah, and I'm praying for God to heal me because I was just always low iron, you're always cold. And then I tried to be on the praise dance team. They wanted me to twirl around in a circle, not throw it in a circle. Now they wanted me to twirl around in a circle, and I was tired. My skin was pale, cold. Oh, it was the foolishness. I couldn't do none of that stuff. I was like, just put me in one little section of the praise dance. I'll come in, spin, and go back out. Something. I can't do this whole dance. I'm tired. But I remember praying and asking God, to heal me, and He didn't. And I know that sounds like what, but let me tell you what He did do. And gosh, how much time do I have? I have an alarm going off. He began to teach me about the body. These are wonderful creations that He's created. He began to teach me about the body. He particularly started teaching me about the digestive system. And when I realized all of the sicknesses and diseases that are taking place, really, especially in our Western culture and the type of food that we're eating, most of sicknesses and diseases derive from our food and what we're eating. Now, a lot of it, some of it can be genetically predisposed because of our ancestors and your parents, blah, blah, blah. And it's just something that we should also know, because we have to get in front of that as well. But when he started to teach me about the digestive system, this has been probably about like 20 years. So this is not my first rodeo. I've been at this for a very long time. I don't know why at this point it's taken me so long to be able to just share with people, because I realized that we're all going through some things. I'm at the point I'm just fed up, because when I went back to the doctor, and I had missed 2 years, and that's why I started getting annual blood work. And I would recommend it for anybody to just find out what's going on in your body. Some things are silent. Some things are almost too late at times. But I just had to, really start to just get in front of things and just figure out what was going on. So the videos that I really want to do with you all is to understand the why of why things are happening in your body. We deal with maybe diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Let me say my cholesterol, since I hadn't gone in 2 years, and I wasn't really doing bad because I've been benefiting from the things that God has shared with me, which I'll continue to share with you all. I wasn't consistent in those things. So even if you have the knowledge to do right and we don't do right, it still ain't right. And that's another lesson in life. Okay. But, anyway, so I had to get to a point, oh Lord, help me, people. I had to get to a point, I see now I done lost my train of thought, child, because somebody tried to call me. But, after 2 years, so I went to the doctor and my cholesterol was 260. Do you hear me? 260. What? No, I'm not doing half bad. I don't eat junk food. I don't drink sodas. I have a sweet tooth every now and again, but I'll do that sweet tooth and I'll do it good now. But then I go right back to, so and I eat pretty decent. I try to stay on a low carb diet because of my menopause and because of I was also diagnosed as a pre-diabetic. All of these things are kind of like lingering from menopause, and we'll go into what menopause is. That's a whole separate video. But all of these things that I was dealing with, and I'm like, 260? I'm about to be dead. So I'm 260, pre-diabetic. Low iron, low vitamin D. I want to talk about that real quick, especially because we're in the house during with COVID. Oh, my 10 minutes are up. Echo, stop. I'm gonna hurry up. With COVID and us being in the house, a lot of us, including Black people, we think that we don't, but we're low in vitamin D. And there were even studies that come out that about COVID and saying that most of the people that have, unfortunately not, had serious issues or just didn't make it, that they were very low in vitamin D. So with us being in the house, not really getting out the way that we need to, we really need to get our vitamin D up. And that's the importance of doing our blood work. But I was very surprised with my cholesterol. I'm like, what? Now, it's interesting, my triglycerides were normal, which means that the type of food I'm eating, my body was able to metabolize the fat the way that it needs to. But, and I could do better on the, the HDL, which is the good cholesterol. I could do better on that. But my LDL was just skyrocketed, and I still don't understand why. I'm asking the doctor why, and she just gave me a pamphlet. I did, and that's why I'm a why person. Don't what? Give me a pamphlet, and you gonna prescribe me to something? What? I want to know why. I have not been doing that bad, and I need to know why I'm looking bad. So that's where my frustration comes from, and that's the reason why I'm coming to you all to help you all. Okay, so real quick, I'm already over my 10 minutes, but. So the videos are going to be about why. We're going to break down, especially the digestive system. That's where all the sickness and disease happens. And so we're going to break down the digestive system and find out what we can do. Because I'm a queen of workaround. You could ask my friends, baby, tell me what the problem is and we're going to fix it. Okay, my thing is right now I'm not consistent in what I know. And that's why this is accountability for me to get on here and say this is what I'm doing so I can stick to it. Okay, because I can do good and fall off, and I don't want to do that. And plus, what the enemy meant for evil and all of this that I have to deal with, then, God's going to turn this thing around for all of our good, because I'm just going to share what I know, and we going to all get healthy, especially for our culture. We need some help. And so this is what I've been doing this, like I said, for 20 years. I probably should get us a little nutritional certificate or something in this. I don't know. But we're going to help with all that. I'm going to tell you the things that I'm taking. Lord, I'm not making any medical claims or prescribing that anything is going to be, cure anything. No, I'm not doing that. But I have been very successful in things that I've been using. I'm definitely all into herbs. Not that herb, but probably need to be on that too. Who knows? But so I'm just going to be able to just help you all from my experiences so that we can just get back to better health. So just stay with me. I'm telling you, I am able to help you. If you need a certificate, I ain't got one. Okay, but I can tell you from my experiences, and you're going to see I gotta go to a thing in July, vacation. I got to get my body together. But I've also realized, and I was talking to a dear friend earlier today, that, it's not always about a size. Okay, size does not matter. It's really about health. And as a product of better health, you most likely will lose weight, but it's not about that. And I'm going to be also doing some videos. Oh my God, I'm too late. Also doing some videos on, this is specifically for the women, but how we can dress, like when we're having issues, like my stomach is bigger than my titties, okay? We got the problem, okay? But I've learned how to dress to minimize, my flaws and accentuate those good things. Yes. So I'm going to be doing some just outfits and stuff to just show you, look, on the way to getting better health, we don't have to feel bad about ourselves, and we don't have to hide ourselves. I hid, I don't think last year y'all saw me a lot on the video, because baby, I was But today, I don't really care. Anyway, so I'm going to go because I want to be honor the time that I told you I was going to be on here. But I'm going to try to do maybe 3 days a week. I don't know. I don't want to call out no numbers because y'all will be, But I'm going to try to really do more often. At least once a week, just coming on. And maybe the lives will be good because then I can do question and answers on some things to just help us out. Because really, bottom line, I'm going to, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. But this right here, that's hard. This is hard. So we're going to also be talking about how to deal with our mind, how to control our mind to get us to make better decisions and for better health. All right, I got to go. Look forward to all of these great things that I have for you. I'm gonna do some TikToks, and I'm gonna do some comedy. I'm gonna go back to my DJing. Oh my God, I have so many requests for DJing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna get back to all of that because we all going through. All right, and we're gonna make it better. Talk to y'all later. Bye.